Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of Drew's Food Reviews. Today, got another edition of Classic Candy Corner. This one's a little bit different. It technically is classic candy because it is bubblegum. I found this on Snack Attack and I thought I would give this one a try. Different, unique, something I wouldn't have thought that they had in gum form. Anyways, this is called Dippin' Dots gumballs with candy beads inside. Now, you know the Dippin' Dot ice cream, this little frozen beads that you, they started out having them in like amusement parks, wrestling events, stuff like that, where you can get them from a vendor. And I think they actually had stores in like the malls and stuff where you can get Dippin' Dots. And I think they actually had them available at the grocery stores in a special freezer to keep them extra cold because they were little Dippin' Dots. They actually had a cereal as well, but now they've got a gumball. And guess it is going to be there. And I think they actually have the little logo on the gumball. I know they do that with like M&Ms and some of the other ones, but we'll find out. All right. Yes. So you got the Dippin' Dots. All right, on there. See if I can give it a try. I don't know if it's gonna taste like it, but it's certainly not cold. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. It does have the little candy beads on the inside. Reminiscent of regular gumballs. Pretty much gumball flavor. Nothing new there. Candy beads on the middle. A little interesting. They had another one called Seedlings, which were like a gumball, and they were like shaped like lemons and oranges and limes. And then they had the little candy seeds in the middle. This is kind of reminiscent of that. Certainly anything with gumballs was kind of fun. You get them in the gumball machines. Some of them were very elaborate. You put in your quarter and it would go around. The machine had ramps. Some of them had real elaborate things. They were just plain gumballs. You put in a quarter or maybe even a nickel or a dime. You do find them occasionally here and there. I've seen them at like grocery stores in the front. Maybe at a mall, maybe somewhere else, but not as prevalent as they once were. Everywhere you went, drugstores, grocery stores, restaurants sometimes would have them. I know they had the penny ones, and then they had the giant gumballs. Some of the other ones that you would get, a handful of Spree, or maybe even Skittles or M&Ms or something like that. And then they also had the vending machines that would give you a little plastic capsule, and it was like spider ring or a necklace or some little toy inside that little plastic capsule. Those tend to be quite popular. Dippin' Dots was fairly prevalent, especially like I said at theme park, and they'd give you a little container with the little ice cold frozen ice cream, and it's supposed to mimic what it would be like eating the ice cream, and it just kind of melts in your mouth, super cold. I think they would actually put it with like liquid nitrogen to keep it super duper cold. kind of what they brought forth from all that. It was kind of interesting to try, fun to try. Dippin' Dots is different. And I know that I remember seeing them in the freezer section, and they only had a couple of flavors like banana split, cookies and cream. I think there was only a couple other flavors, but these are interesting. They're fun. They have the little dipping dots in the center, so that one's interesting. Other than that, straight up gumball. It loses its flavor after a few minutes, like most bubblegum does. Some went a lot quicker than others. Fruit Stripe lasted for about 10 seconds. Some of the other flavors didn't really stay around very long. Most of the time, if you got gumballs from a vending machine, they were hard as a rock, not super fresh. I remember having little gumball machines at home. You put in a penny, and you went around, and you could fill it up, and you had your own key. Then they had the plastic ones, and you use them as a bank. Never had the gumballs in after the first set. I think I actually got one for Christmas one year. And once the gumballs were gone, I never got the refill. And you could save your pennies or nickels or dimes or whatever that were in there. Fun way to play. But certainly gumballs, been around for a long time. Dipping Dots have been around for a little while. Interesting to combine the two into Dipping Dots and gumballs. Fun for the whole family. So you want to check it out, head on over to the website and pick up a little container of the Dippin' Dots bubblegum. Never know. Might bring back some memories from when you were little, or if you went to a theme park or anything like that. So there you go, guys. A little nostalgia with Dippin' Dots bubblegum. So if you like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell right over here. That way you won't miss any future content. Or if I go live, you won't miss the fun. So till next time on Drew's Food Reviews, when I'll be trying something new and dipping for you. I'll put these aside. Be on the lookout for another classic. So until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later.